is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat, and I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
J.J. Redick with a chance at a 4-point play for his career 89%. Got it from the line. New York in control of the basketball to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. Good start. He's made his first shot.
They call this man the unicorn for a reason. It's a rarity to ever find talent like this. And KP is that miracle that Knicks fans have been waiting for years.
Last year, Jay, Knicks with 29 victories, but that was with Porzingis going down in February. We'll have to see when the big fella, if he comes back this year.
Well, he'll come back. He's been doing some things on the boat in the offseason that a lot of people have made fun of. But I think Coach Fizdale will get this team back on track. And what he was able to do towards the end of the season by taking Frank Ntilikina and Emmanuel Mudiay to a playoff game to let them show the toughness it takes to get to the next level will be instrumental.
To Redick, going to launch beyond the arc, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. J.J. Redick at the line. First free throw is good. He delivers with 2 free throws.
Number 8, Mario
Knocks down all 3 at the line. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Here comes the screen. Trey Burke. It's no good. Shot's not going down. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Embiid, good for 2.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
To Cantor. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer, so the Knicks keep possession. Time for some new personnel into the game. Hardaway. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, sometimes it takes a little while to figure things out. Towards the end of the 17-18 season, Trey Burke finally looked like the guy who was drafted 9th overall. In fact, he looked even better, hungrier than I ever seen him before. He even braided his hair to resemble his idol, Allen Iverson. I'd keep an eye out and see what he can do in this one.
Curling inside. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Sixers have the basketball. Probing the defense. Simmons to Covington. For three, that's off the side of the rim, short. KP. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what you like. That rip through right into the shot. That's smooth.
Have to respect all elements of his game. Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question marks with Toronto, Kawhi Leonard, does he really want to be there? Changing up their coach, what's going on with that franchise? And the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Into the game for the New York Knicks, number 8, Mario.
Simmons lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. To Moutier. The pass set it all up.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's Cantor with the board. Nothing going here on that drive. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Knicks with the basketball. Ben Simmons.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Simmons with it. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Ben Simmons. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Moutier to Porzingis. Moutier to Porzingis. Almost, and he's not getting the call. That misses with a second to go. First quarter's complete. It's the Sixers out in front. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Amir Johnson at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Deep two there. Won't go. False. Misfires. It's no good. Moutier with it up top. They're down three. Lee. Snared by Embiid. From long range. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Moutier to Cantor. Strong finish that time from Emmanuel Moutier.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
For three. T.J. McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion, the backspin. It gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
And scores on a nifty dance to the basket.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
76ers, number 17.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia.
Subbing in for the New York Knicks.
Markelle Fultz to McConnell. Here's a chance from long range.
Defensive foul to number 1.
T.J. McConnell at the line. First one, count it. Gets a second to go with one more to come. Hits all 3 free throws. Possession lies with New York. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Fires the 3, working hard on the glass. Inside, he scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. One will perceive that Ben Simmons has already won a championship when that has not been the case. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Into the game.
3 for 3. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
New York Knicks basketball.
Got some for
To Moutier. Baseline drive. Robert Covington pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Shot from the lane won't go. Burke with it. They trail by 7. To Moutier. Porzingis. Tim Hardaway Jr. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Embiid. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Cantor. J.J. Redick. Swat.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Porzingis. To Moutier. Porzingis. It's Embiid with the rebound.
Get your man, get your man.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Fires the 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
The possession lies with New York. Moutier to Cantor. Robert Covington rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Has a look. Shot by Saric off the mark. Moutier into the front court. They find themselves down 10. To Hardaway. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound taken by the Sixers. Fultz with the basketball. He'll run the offense. The shot missed by Smith.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you on the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Fultz there for the rebound. For three.
The assist from number 33.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. And the 76ers have to be feeling good.
Thanks, Ed. The 76ers have built a comfortable lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Knicks did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Bench points.
The New York Knicks had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Philadelphia with the basketball. Jay, it's a huge question in Philadelphia. What can Markelle Fultz be in his second NBA season?
He could be a former #1 pick in the NBA draft. He can still be a star. I don't think any of his shooting woes had to do with that shoulder injury last season. It was mental. It was the yips. He's been getting reps this entire summer with that form, with that rhythm. And if he keeps shooting the ball the way I've seen him shoot out in California, this kid could be a star next year.
Lets it fly from long range. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Now that the process has been established, it's going to be fun to see how much better Joel Embiid can be this season. Everybody heard about his arduous offseason workout program, but the thing I love about him the most, he always works on his game, even if he's dunking on random fans on vacation.
Trying to cash in, knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Trey Burke.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Reddick. Fultz. Cleans the offensive glass. Embiid to Reddick. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Enes Kanter at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw good as he finishes off the three-point play. That shaves the deficit down to 10.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Fultz to Reddick. From long range, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Enes Kanter with a piece. That's his first of the game. New York in control of the basketball, and he slams it down. Big finish for Kristaps Porzingis. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Burke with it. His guys trail by 10. To Kanter. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. That's his first of the game.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And one. Embiid, good through the contact, and going to the line for a chance at a three-point play. Changes coming from both sides right now. Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Burke with it. The deficit now up to 13. Has a chance. Burke shot off the mark. Embiid to Simmons. 4-3. Oh, Ben Simmons. Tough make there. Not much more the defender could have done.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Hardaway. Off the mark. No good. To Redick. Has a look. Redick with a shot, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Joel Embiid looking to take his game to a completely different level after working out with one of the best trainers in the league this offseason. An all-star for the first time last year, averaging 23 points. Safe to say, no longer trust the process. Joel Embiid is the process.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, New York.
Ntilikina to Cantor. And it's Cantor. 4 out of 10.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Simmons brings the ball up court. Here's a chance from long range. Can't connect. It's no good. Ntilikina into the front court. Trailing by 14. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's his first of the game.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. The Knicks to inbound here to start the 4th quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Short jumper won't fall.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It'll stay New York basketball. Cantor to Lee. Fires the 3. Nobody even close. Courtney Lee buries it.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force them to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Ntilikina to Lee. New York with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Shot by Lee, no good. Has a chance. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Cantor to Lee. Robert Covington able to recover with the block. That's his first of the game.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, New York.
Beyond the arc for three. Not getting it. And a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Redick with it. They lead it by 14. Simmons. Going to launch beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Simmons to Redick. For three, he was all over him.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Lee. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. To Redick. Inside, he scores.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Lee. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
McConnell gets it in the left corner. Lets it fly from long range. He drills the three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Timeout here for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Hardaway to Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
Simmons. Missed it. Burke with it. Trailing by 15. Porzingis. To Hardaway. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Simmons. That no good. Off the mark. Dario Saric tips it. That's his first of the game.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
And count the basket inside. "19-footer at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers
put one in the win column with a solid performance.
And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Knicks couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Fast break points.
The New York Knicks
seemed to have issues communicating when it came to transition defense. They gave up way too many easy baskets.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. Here we go with the top three plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the New York Knicks. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.